Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Hakim bin Lokman and my metric number is 187581. So today I'm going to do the mini project video presentation, and my topic is about sniffing and spoofing. This is under the course of computer security. Okay, today I'm going to do first I'm going to do a task 1.1, which is sniffing a packet. So in order to sniff a packet, we need to use, this is the code that are going to be a sniffer to sniff the packet. So this is, we are going to capture an ICMP packet. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you how to run and execute the previous code, which is this code, how to run it. So first of all, in order to execute it, to make it executable, we need to use a chmod a plus x sniff.py, and then we're going to enter it. Okay, and then after that, we need to run it with the root privilege. To run with a root privilege, we need to write a sudo dot slash python sniff.py, which is the file that we want to run it, and then we press enter, and then it would the program has been run, and then we try to ping any kind of IP address, and then I'm going to ping another VMware, another my virtual machine. So there we can ping it and stop. So we can see, as you can see, in this terminal, see there the ICMP packet has been captured. So you can see there is a echo request, the source, the type, which is ICMP, the source of the destination, the source of the IP address, and then the IP address of the destination, the echo request, and then if you scroll down, you can see the echo reply of and then the source and the destination of the IP address. If we are trying to run without the root privilege, you can see to run it, you just need to type the file name, and there you go. So there is the operation is not permitted, so you cannot run it without the root privilege. The next task is task 1.1b. The next part is that we are going to capture the TCP packet from IP and port destination of 23. So in order to do that, we need to change the code. So we delete the ICMP and we type the TCP, because we want the TCP packet, and then the destination port of 23, because the question asks to do that, and then the source host, and then IP address of the source host, which is this VMware is 10.0.2.4, and then save it. After that, we make as usual, we will make it executable and then run it with root privilege. You can also run it from Python, which is sudo python sniff.py. So if you can enter it, so this sniff packet. Okay, next we're going to use a telnet, because we need a TCP packet, so we need to use telnet. Telnet, the other VMware, which is the second VMware this is the IP of the second VMware. Okay, so we go in seed, the login is seed, and then the password. Here we are in, and then for a while we exit. Okay, so as you can see here, the sniffer has captured the TCP packet. So this is a type, the TCP packet, the source, and the destination. Okay, so that's how you capture the TCP packet. And the last part is to capture a packet that comes from a subnet. Okay, in order to do that, we need to do a destination dot destination. We change it to destination net of another IP address. I will use this IP address 104.17.96.0. Okay, 0.0. So we save it, and after that we run it. Okay, packet has been sniffed, and then from here we try to ping the same IP, which is 104.17.96.5. So when I ping it, okay, 2 has been received, 2 has packets received, 2 has been received, and then this is, so this is the information shows that the packet has been captured. So this is the source and this is the destination, and this is the type of a packet. So that's how you capture a packet from a subnet. Okay, the next part is we are going to do a task 1.2, which is spoofing the ICMP packet. So in order to spoof the ICMP packet, we need to use a Scapy and the Wireshark. Here are the Wireshark. Alright, so I'll clear things up first. Okay, first of all, this in order to run the spoof code, we go into Python, sudo Python. Alright, so this is the code that we're going to use to spoof, and then we will send the packet and observe it to the Wireshark. Okay, so I send the packet, which is send P. Okay, try send it back. Okay, so as you can see there, this is the message that shows the request, the echo request, and the echo reply. Okay, so this is the source and the destination, and then the reply is the same source and the same destination. This shows that the ICMP packet has been spoofed. So if we want to see the details of the packet, you can just use the command of ls-e. So you can see there the source IP field and the destination IP field. You can see from here. Okay, after that, next we are going to spoof the ICMP echo request packet with an arbitrary source IP address. In order to do that, we will run the same code as above. Alright, so I will reset back the Wireshark and then send a packet, and let's see what happened. Okay, the packet has already sent, and then okay, so you can see the source is 10.0.2.3, which is we have spoofed using this IP address, because actually our IP address is 10.0.2.4, but we spoofed to become a 10.0.2.3 to request it 10 to 10.0.2.5. So the request has been accepted and replied. So that's how you spoof the ICMP echo request packet with an arbitrary source IP address. So the details you can see from here, the source IP field, which is 0.2.3, and the destination is 0.2.5. Okay, next step is the last task, which is we're going to use sniff and spoof, task 1.4. So we have 3 virtual machine, which is seed Ubuntu attacker, a server, and the user. The scenario is that the attacker will try to spoof the user, so that the server thought that he communicate with the user, but he actually communicate with attacker. This is the code that we are going to use to sniff and spoof for this task. As you can see, there is an ICMP and the source host of the server IP address. So I already make it executable, and then we are going to run the sniff spoof.py. Okay, the code has been run, and then we are going to turn off the user virtual machine. So we will close it. Okay, and then we going to the server one and ping the machine that has been turned off before this, and see there is a connection. Even though the virtual machine of the user has been turned off, but the server still can ping the user. Why? Because the attacker has already spoofed the IP address. You can see from here the original packet and the spoof packet. So that's how the attacker sniff the packet and then spoof it. So that is my task. I will pass it to Intan for the next part. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Intan, and today I will be doing the lab 3 lab, which is the title is Sniffing and Spoofing. So the first one is I will run a program that provided in the lab menu, which is it want to us to run it successfully, and we will display a message called packet. So for the second one, the concept is the same, but the message is different. We will add the source IP address and destination IP address. So I will run it. This one is this, and I will open the second program. This one, and then I will print it. And control search. And here, as you can see here, we display got a packet and form which is source IP address and 2 is destination IP address. So move to the next, which is so we continue to do the ICMP and TCP packet. So the ICMP packet is getting an ICMP packet. So the only changes is the host and the destination. So I will run the ICMP packet first. Then I will copy. As you can see here, it's mentioned that it got a packet from this IP address and to destination this IP address, and we use a protocol ICMP. So the next one is TCP, which is sorry, and in the next one we are going to use the internet. Yes. As you can see here, is using a TCP protocol, and then it has a source port and destination port from this IP address to this IP address. So next is so next we move to the same password using pcap to capture a password. So it's a little bit tricky because I could not manage to get the right password. It's quite messy. So let me show you what I get. See, it's quite it, I don't know what is going on. So I tried many times but could not manage to get. So here it is. As you can see here, as we pick before that, and we can see at the right shell the source IP address, destination IP address. So the reply and the send packet is using the ISMP protocol, and using the ISMP echo request. So next we move to the spoofing. So we will do the spoof ISMP packet, which is give me more control to design a spoof. And then we run the spoof packet. As you can see here, it's from the source IP address and this the destination IP address. So we can detect the packet at the wire sharp. So as you can see here, it has source and destination IP address. So you can see it send and reply. And next we move to next we will move to the sniffing programs. So we need to use two VMware, which is clones and then original. So the left hand side, which is clone, we send a packets using a ping, and then we receive a packet, or we got a packet from this IP address and to IP address. So the next one is the Wireshark. So in the Wireshark, we can see here the source and destinations. We send and receive a packet using ISMP protocol, and then we move to the spoofing, which is we use a previous code, which is spoof 2B, and then we got from source IP address and the destination IP address. So then we open a Wireshark, as we can see here the IP address, source and destinations, and the reply and send. Send and reply, send and reply. I think that's all for me.